Today I will tell you about how to use Unity. Unity is one of the famous game engine. And first, you need to download the Unity. Go to the website of Unity and choose download. Then you could download the Unity Hub. Here we have downloaded the Unity here. This is the Unity Hub is used to manage the Unity project and connect to the cloud. And this is the Unity application. So we will give a general introduction of how to use Unity, since I just learned it and I feel it's very good and it's interesting. So here is a brief introduction for beginners about how to use it. First, you need to create a project. You can see that here I have created many projects and open the Unity Hub and click New Project. Then here are some templates for different platforms. For example, you could choose to create a 2D game or 3D game or some game working on a mobile or computers. So here we are working on PC, so we'll choose a 3D template. And here we can rename our project name. So this is for our showing our tutorial. Okay, let's rename it tutorial1, and here you can choose the Unity organizer for yourself, and you can choose to connect the clouds or not. I just use the default configuration. So then click create project, and just wait a minute to open the create project for you. And I haven't learned it for a long time. I just learned Unity, but I found it's easy to use it. Even if for beginners, if you have some experience on programming, it would be much easier for you to learn how to use Unity. I also have some experience about UE4, but I think it's quite heavy, and the Unity is much more light. So it's a good choice for beginners. To use Unity, you need to know how to write scripts. You need to know the language of C#. But it's very easy to learn if you have some knowledge about other languages. Since I'm working on a laptop, so the performance is not very good, so it may take some time to create a new project. So I just gave some general introduction to consume the time. Okay, and here we can see the Unity Package Manager, and after you open the project, you could use the Package Manager to manage your project and to install some plugins. And I think although there are a lot of game engines, if you know how to use one of them, you can easily learn others because they are very similar. I know that there is a famous man who is the first creator of game engine, John Carmack, right? If you are interested in game or game engine, you probably know him. And he is the first man to create a famous 3D game engine called Quick series. And in fact, I think many game engine evolved from Quick, because we can see some concepts which appears in different game engines appears again and again. in different agents like the game object, entity, components, right? And Unity uses ECS architecture, which is quite famous, but we can talk it about it later. Oh, my computer is so slow, so it may take some time to create a project. And in this time, we just give a general introduction for what you can do with a game engine. Of course, you could use game engine to make games, right? But in fact, you could do more, such as if you want to build a house or make a house, you could use game engine to do some prototype, right? Because we can make a house in a game engine. So I think the rendering of Unity is good, but it's not as good as UE4. Maybe UE5, UE is the best engine for rendering, but in fact there are much more good engines which is not that famous. Nowadays the most true famous engines are UE5 or UE4 and Unity. Okay. And there is an open source engine, game engine which is also very famous. It's called Godot, which is made by C++. And there are also some game engine made by other languages such as the Berry or Rust. If it takes too long, I don't know what to say. So let's open. Oh, sorry for that. Let's wait a minute. It still takes some time. Okay. I don't know why it takes so long. Maybe I will do some post-processing on my video. I never know that it will take so long to create a project. It's not that so slower. Okay, because my computer is really not good. It's just a laptop. And I don't know why my computer, the C disk, this disk is full of stuffs, but I don't know why it is full. It's very strange. Okay, I think my project is nearly ready. Just wait a minute. Okay. Okay, it's here. This is a new project we just created. Okay, you can see that this is the interface of Unity. There are different regions. Okay, you can see that here is a window of hierarchy, and here is the scene wheel. This is the scene wheel. Okay, scene wheel, and in the right hand you can see the inspector. Okay, and in the bottom side is the project. So basically there are 4 main windows: the hierarchy, the scene, inspector, and the project. They have different functions. Okay, the project is just like a resource. It's just like our normal folders. Okay, you can see here folders. And you can open the folder just like you did every day. And you can see here there are these are C# scripts. Okay. In fact, you can put anything here, just drag it here. Okay, here is a folder called assets. There are many things in assets. You can see basically there are scenes, and here is a scene. So probably you have known what a scene. A scene is basically game, right? The game needs to have a place to run your game. So this place is a scene. And here we can see this is the empty scene. There are nothing here. Okay. So here is the empty project. We need to add something. And in the left here lecture, we can see that there are scene, and under the scene there are two objects: the camera, and the directional light. Okay. So in our scene there are only two objects: a camera and the light. I will tell you how to use them later. Now we add objects. Just right click and choose 3D object because we want to create a 3D object, and we will create a cube. Okay. This is a cube. Just rename it to ground. You can rename it here, or you can also rename it here. In fact, they are the same. Okay. And we can see there is the cube here. Okay. Then you have some tools to operate this cube. You can see here there are some tools. I will introduce it one by one. So you click the first one and you press down the left button of your mouse and drag. You can see that it's like a drag paper or something. Okay, so this is the function of the first tool. Okay, and you can use the scroll bar of your mouse to zoom in and zoom out. Okay, just normal. And then you try to select the second one. In fact, you could use a shortcut, the W. Okay, the W key on the keyboard to switch between them. This move tool is W, and this is I think it's the first one is Q, the second is W, the third one, because I can't see the character on my keyboard, so it's the key on the right hand of W. Then this is R. Okay, so you could use use the keyboard to switch them very fast. You can see, switch them very fast. Okay. So now I have introduced the first one. The second one is for you to move the object. You could left click to choose the object. Okay, so now I want to move the cube, so I choose ground. Okay, also I could click it, choose it by clicking it. Then you can see there are three arrows. Okay, the X, Y, and Z. So I can choose, for example, I choose the X and drag, so you can move. Okay, and you can see here is the position. Okay, there are three parameters: the position, rotation, and scale. They are used to locate the object. Okay, the position is to decide the position of the object. I could move it along the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis. Okay. So now I don't want to remove it as I want to reset it to the 0 position. Just click here and reset. Okay, very fast. Now I want to make it bigger because I want to make a floor. So I want to scale it. Okay, I want to scale it to make it bigger. Okay, you can see it's much more bigger. And now I want to switch angle because I want to switch my wheel. I want to see it from the left hand side. So how to do it? Press the Alt key and press your left button of your mouse and drag. Okay, you can see you could drag it around it. You can drag it from just press down your Alt and drag. You can see it from anywhere you want. Okay. Why I want to drag it, and then I switch back to this, and I want it to be as thin as possible. Okay. So I want to just make a platform. Okay, and make it a little bigger. I'm not sure how bigger is suitable, but just as big as possible. Okay. Okay, I feel this one is okay. So let's see. You can see that here there is a star. This means that and here is also a star. This means I have to do some change to my thing, but I haven't saved it. So I press Control plus S, and it's saved automatically. Okay, just like we do in our Word documents. Okay, and now I want to add more things. I want to add a cube. Okay, here I can choose a sphere. Okay, sphere. Okay, and you could see the sphere and just the same. Make it. I want to make it on the floor. Okay. Okay. You can see that it's exactly on the floor, right? Okay, that's cool. Let's make it a little bigger. Still choose the and I can scale it, like scale it. But I want to scale X, Y, Z at the same time to keep it a ball. So I will choose this one. Okay. Oh, sorry, something is wrong. But I choose the manually. Okay. Okay. And then I make it on the floor. Okay, so now you know how to use how to navigate in the thing. There is another way to navigate is to press down your right button of your mouse. Then you could move in the thing. Okay, I use WSAD to move forward, back, left, right, up, down, and up. Okay, Q is down, up. Just like you operate a player in a 3D game. Okay, this is called fly-through modes. Okay, so there are multiple ways to navigate the scenes, very convenient. And if you have learned this, you would be easily do something similar in different ages. Okay, and now I want to add more things to this thing. Okay, sorry, I forgot to introduce this one. Okay, in fact, if you move it, you can see that this one is also moved. So this means that we can operate this one to navigate in our thing. If I click the green side, you can see that we are seeing it from top down. Okay, and you could right click and choose. This is the perspective. It is ticked. If I remove the tick of perspective, this is orthogonal projection. I don't know how to introduce what is perspective or what is orthogonal. You'd better to Google to figure it out by yourself. Okay, because I don't know how to explain it. But you could see the difference. You could feel the difference. Okay, this is like a 2D wheel. This is like a 3D wheel. Okay. Of course, I could choose to see it from other screen. Okay. So now I want to add a box. Okay, and a cube. Maybe a capsule. Okay, here is a capsule, but I don't want to add too much things. Okay. That's it. Now I want to introduce some more functions. if I want to make the ball move, okay, I want to make it some color, okay, because it looks so, I want to give it some color. So now I want to create a folder, right? In the assets, I just click create folder and I give it the name materials. Then I create a folder again, and we will call it scripts, right? Because I want to put some scripts in it. So in the material, I will create a material. This is very straightforward. Just right click, create, and find the material, and give it a name. So because I just want to create a blue ball, so I just name it blue. And in the inspector, you could see that, okay, you choose it, and this inspector will show the material. And in this albedo, okay, it's basically the color of the material. I just want to choose a color. So I click it because it's blue, so I make it blue. Adjust the color a little to what you like. Close it, okay. Then we can see we have blue material, but the ball is still white. So I now need to attach the material to this ball. So let's choose this ball first, and I left click and drag it on the ball, okay. So you can see that the ball here is the material. The material is added to the ball, so it's blue. So I want to give it another color, so I create a new material, and I will give it green. Look at the same. And here I switch the color to green. Okay. Then I drag it on it. Okay, I want to give the platform a game 2, but then I just create a new material and call it, I don't know, give what color, maybe yellow, okay. Okay, yellow, I don't know. In fact, I'm not very good at make color, okay. So I just choose the yellow, okay, and drag it, okay. Oh, this looks much fine, okay. Now we have know how to add color. In fact, I won't introduce how to make a model here because Unity is not tool for make model. If you want to make model, you'd better use Blender or something like that. Unity could help to make some simple model, just like, but it's a game engine, right? So basically, you can choose this one, and in the right inspector will show the components. You can see this transform is a component. This light is also a component. So you here are the objects. You choose an object, and in the inspector window will show the components of the object. And you could add components, okay, and do something you like. Okay, I'm still recording. So because my computer is not that good, so I just don't do too much things to make it as fast as possible. Now we want to make the ball movable, okay? We want to move the ball. So I need to add a script. Open the, in fact, you could do anything to a script, and you don't need to just put the material in this folder. You can put it anywhere. This is just a way to manage yours by yourself. Okay, if you feel good, you can just rename anything, put it anywhere, but just make sure it's easy for you to find them. So now I will create a script. There are many things, but I haven't tried. I just C# script, okay, and give it a name. For example, player controller. Okay, you can see that this is the code of the C# script. Here is player controller. Is the same as your screen name, but if you rename it later, sorry, let's wait a minute. if you create a script if you rename there, the name of the class won't change. Okay, so if you rename the script here, you'd better rename it here. Okay, to keep them the same. Okay, this is the thing you need to pay attention to. Now let's open the script. Just double click it. If you have installed Visual Studio, it will automatically open it. I prefer to use VS Code, but I'm not sure if it's Unity supports VS Code well. But it definitely could support Visual Studio. So now we can see that it's opened, and these are something you don't need to worry about. And here is our class player controller, and we can add logic. So basically there are two functions, start and update. The start will be just called once, okay? And before the first frame name, just as the command says, and the update will be called each frame. So we can add some logic here. In fact, I don't know how to write logic, but just we could have a try. Okay, I want to get the input horizontal equals input get axis. What's the name? Maybe horizontal. Okay, and float input vertical dot axis. This is for me to get the response of the keyboard. Okay, it may be something others, but it doesn't matter. Just write like this. And then we want to, because we want to control the ball, right? We want to control the ball. Okay, let's rename the ball. Sorry. Each time you add some code here and you close it, you will need some time for the unit to compile the code. Okay. So here is our ball, and we rename it. We want to rename it, just right click, rename to player. Because this is our player, okay, we want to control it. So we have added a script. Now we need to attach the script to this ball. Just drag it on the ball or drag it here. It's the same. And click it. You can see that here is the script we have just created. And now we want to control it. Okay. So we want to control it. There is a property called transform, which is this transform in fact is the same as the transform here, right? Every object will have a component called transform. Since we have attached the script as a component of this ball, so we can use the transform of the ball directly. Okay, we can just transform dot position, because we want to translate it. So there are multiple ways to write this code, but I'll just show you one of them. Translate is to translate the position. Okay, and so what's the new position? Because we need a speed, right? So we can set a speed. Okay, public float speed, and now we translate it. So we use some temporal variable to record the, what's this? Oh, this is the delta time. This is the time between the different frame. Okay, so we know that time times speed equals what? Equals the distance, right? This is if you have studied in high school, you should know this formula, right? So we get the distance, and this is so just limit to distance, and we want to move it this distance, so how could we remove it? Let's here we can input the x, y, z, right? We can input a vector, we can input x, y, z, okay? So I will input x, y, z. So what's x? This is x, right? Times distance. And this is y, right? You may ask why this is y. So to explain it needs some time. Sorry, my English spelling is not that good. Okay, and what's z? Because let's go back. We can see that there are three actions. Okay, x, the red is x, the green is y, and the blue is z. So the ball should move on the xz square, xz plane, right? So we just revise its x and z. So makes the y 0. And okay, this is very straightforward. And we can have a test whether it works. Okay, but we should remember that here we set a speed, but we don't assign any value to it because we make it public. So this means that we can visit the variable here on the inspector. Okay, we can see here is the speed, right? I just set it to true and save it. I hope it could move. I hope it could, but in fact, I'm not very sure. Just play, okay? Okay, it really could move, right? It could move. That's perfect. This is just what we want to do with it. We can move it, but we think we want to because camera wheel we see is not very good. So I just we can see that here is a wheel, right? There is another camera. If we click the camera, this is the wheel of the camera. So if you run the game, it will give you the wheel of the camera. Okay, so the camera wheel is the game wheel. The scene wheel is just for you to edit it. So now I want to give the game a good camera wheel. Okay, so I just adjust a good wheel, which I think is very good. I don't know which wheel is good. Okay, maybe this one good. Okay, and now I need to make the camera wheel is the same as the wheel we see in the. So I want to make these two wheels becoming the same. So I click Control and Shift and F. This will make the camera wheel the same as the wheel or same wheel. Okay, so now they are the same. Okay, let's play it again. Oh, it looks a little bit strange. It looks a little bit strange because, yeah, you can see that I just need to revise it. Okay, sorry. It looks like this. Maybe this is much better. This needs some experience about how to adjust it. So, okay, this is much better. And we could adjust if I'm not wrong, if we could adjust the speed here. Oh, sorry. And if you revise the speed and you need to click here in the wheel, then you can see it's much faster, right? I can make it more faster because I like something which is faster. Okay, that's fun. We can see that we could pass through this capsule. But we don't want this, right? It looks like a little word. Now, how to do it? I need to add a collider, right? We can see that we have a sphere collider here, and it also has a collider, but why they don't collide? Unity have mechanism that if two objects need to interact with that is to collect with each other, at least one of them must have at least one of them should have a body, rigid body components. So we add rigid body components. Oh, here it is. What are rigid bodies? Just like something which can, I don't know how to explain it, but you can see it's rigid body, just something we could attach gravity to it. Okay, it's just like a rigid. Okay, makes it like a rigid, and we can revise the mass. Okay, the gravity, and okay, now we test it if it could collect. Just draw it again. Oh yeah, it collects, right? That is exactly what we want. But oh, why? Why the ball doesn't? Oh, why? I don't know why. Because the ball is still. Why is that? Let's guess. Let's maybe the. We can see that the play is very. Yeah, the play is not. The play is good, right? But why the ball? I can't control the ball. I don't know why. Okay. Sometimes it may have something strange, but let's adjust the wheel a little bit because now I don't feel like this wheel. I want to make it I want to. Okay, sorry for that. Let's adjust the wheel and let's move the thing. Okay, move the character. Move the character. Now we need to do something to the character. I want to rotate the character. I want to rotate it. Rotate it. Make it look down. Okay. 90%. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I want to look it top down. This will make it much better. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's make the, because if you revise something, the gameplay modes, the modification won't be kept after you close it. So you better set the speed to, let's set to 6. Okay. Draw it again. Why it can't see the whole screen? I don't like it. Okay, you can see that because you found something strange because the game wheel is not the same as the camera wheel. Okay, we need to adjust it. Okay. Something which is very strange. Maybe this one will be better. Okay. So you have know how to adjust the window, right? You can see that we could control it to move it. Right now everything works. Oh no! It's a little strange because after the ball, the motivate the. Oh no! What happens? I don't know. Let's replay it again. Maybe you need to ask the unit creator why the ball works like this. I press W, okay? So I press W, so it's go up. This is right. I click S, it goes down. This is right. Then I click A, it goes left, and I click D, it goes right. Everything is right, okay? Everything is right, nothing is wrong. But the strange thing comes after. If I click this capture, okay? I click the capture and something becomes very strange. You can see that the ball doesn't, I can't control it, right? I click A and it, why it's, oh, I know. Do you know why it works strangely? It's weird. The motion is a little weird. Do you know why it's weird? Let me tell you why, so you can learn something. Okay. Because we set the translate. Yes, because there is the fourth parameter, the space. So I think probably it's local. There are two coordinate space of the every object, the global space and the local space. Okay. So after the ball hits the capsule, the local space changed. The local space of the ball changed. Okay. So this is relative to the local space. So now I will make it relative to the global space. What is the global space? Okay. Sorry. And then I want to run it again to see if it works. Run it again. Still walk around and collect it. After collect it still works. Okay, our guess is right. Okay, now it works. That's good. That's perfect. Now I would explain to you why. Okay, because every game object has two coordinates. The global coordinates and local coordinates. Okay. So you can see they are not the same. If I pick the layer and click F to emphasize, and this is the local, this is the global. They are the same. Okay. But if I could rotate the ball, I rotate it. I rotate that a little bit, and you can see that the local coordinate has changed, but the global coordinate is still the same. Okay, so this means that the translate function, if we omit the fourth parameter, it will use the default local space. So this parameter are related to the local space. So this is why, because the ball hits the capsule and the ball rotates a little bit, and the local space coordinate changed a little bit. So this changed, and I make it to the world space, so it doesn't work. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, or let's undo our operation. Okay, you have learned much about this. Now I want to add a new function. I want to make an audio, a background audio. So how to make an audio? In fact, I could make a new folder. Folder and call it audios, right? Now I want to make an audio, but in fact I don't know how to make an audio. So we could see if there is any audio here, and after go through the list a little bit, we didn't find any audio, right? We didn't find audio, but maybe our audio is just like oh, sorry, I have another concept to introduce to you. I just forgot. Okay, let's wait a minute. Now I want to introduce you another concept called prefab, which is very important. So you can see that I have made a board, right? And I have made a capsule. But sometimes we want to a lot of capsule, and those capsules are the same. And I hope if I made 1,000 capsule, right? And I suddenly found that I need to modify a capsule. So that means I need to modify 1,000 capsule. So that's I don't want to do that. So I hope I can modify just one place and to make the modification applies to all the capsule. So this here comes the prefabs, and we can make the capsule to have prefab. Okay. First, let's create a new folder called prefabs. Prefab is a concept of Unity, and we want to make the capsule of prefab. I just dragged it here. Okay, you can see that it is a prefab now. That's because the color changed, right? It is transparent. Now it has a color. This means that's a prefab. And if I use Control D to copy a capsule. Okay. Copy it again. Then copy it again. Now we have 4 capsules. We have 4 capsules, and I want to modify them at the same time. I just choose the prefab, and I want to make it a little bit bigger. I just switch the way. Sorry, but we can't see the modification. Okay, let's switch the color. Right, switch the color. But that means we need to modify the material. We don't want to do that. Okay, so we make it a little bigger. You can see that all of them becomes bigger, right? Then we may move it back. Okay, that's just means it works, right? We just want to prove that it works. Okay. This is the prefab, and the prefab can be saved in the disk. So that means you could reuse the prefabs in different games. Okay, so that's very convenient. Okay, you have learned how to use prefabs. Now I want to make some audio. But I suddenly realized that there are no audios here. Okay, so I will try something which I haven't tried before. You know what I want to try? Yeah, I hope you know it because it's very straightforward. Right? I just want to find some audios. But first, we need to find where's my tutor, right? Sometimes I forget, sorry. Let's find Unity, okay? Unity and the project, and this is my tutor, right? This is my project, okay? And because I have some other project, and so I think there are some audios in my other projects. So I will try to find some audios. No audios here, maybe in the I forgot which one had audio. Maybe this one had audios. Okay, library and assets, essentials. Okay, here we can see audio. Right, this is just we want to like, but we don't want to copy too much audio. Oh, there are lots of audios here, but the format of the audio looks a little strange, right? Okay, I don't know use which one. Okay, bubbling water, and let me recall which is good, which good music. Okay, this one is very good. but the format looks a little bit strange. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it works, but I can have a try. Drag it here. Okay, it seems works. I will remove it to audio, right? Audios. This is something which I haven't tried before. Okay, it works. That's perfect. That's it, right? I don't know the format of the music. What's OGG means? I don't know, but it works, right? Okay, stop it. Now I want to make the music to be my background music. You know background music? Okay, I think you probably know what's that. But how to make it to a background music? There are many ways, but I just choose a simple one, okay? Still, because I want to control the character, so I make the music to a component of the character. I just click the music and drag it here. You can see that it automatically generates a component called audio source, right? So it's smart. Unity is smart because I didn't create a component. I could create an audio source here and then attach this music to this audio source. But you see, I just drag it here and it automatically creates an audio source and put it here. So I open the loop. This will run the music globally. And let's test, okay? Let's test whether it works. Play games. Oh, it works. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Right, it's very good. It's just I wanted to. Now we can see. Oh no! Sorry, my ball runs out of the border. So this is something I want to concentrate. I don't want my ball to run out of the border, right? But I don't want to do it because we can use some code to restrict our board, but I don't want to write too much code here. So basically, you can just write some code to like if else to constrain the ball, okay? And now I want to do something. Let's have a think what we can do. What we can do. Oh, okay. I will make you some special effects. Okay, special effects. So because this is an empty project, we don't have any special assets. So I will bring it from some other projects. So we find if it has some special effects. Okay. VFX. This VFX is a special effect, I think. So I just copy it here. Oh, it's a material. Sorry, it's not a special effect. Where is the special effect? I'm not sure if I can find it. Okay. Special effect is not audio, it's not fonts. Maybe it's prefabs. Oh, VFX. This is a special effect, I think. I will choose one burst, okay? Drag it here. What's this? prefab assets. Particle system. So let me have a think. So this is a prefab, okay? This is a prefab, and I just drag it here. Drag it. So basically, this is a game object, right? We can see that it's a cube here. There is a cube here. So this means that it's a object, but it has some special ability. You can see that it looks like something which is like a particles, and click play here. Look, this is what we want, right? But we want the duration to be a little bit longer, and here is the duration is too short. I just make it a little bigger, right? Look, it looks much better, but I want it longer. Okay, I think it's good. So this is what we want. Okay, this is what we want. And we want to attach this to the ball, right? Why we want to attach it to the ball? So I just left click it and drag it on the player. You can see that it becomes a tried object. So basically, this objects components tree structure. This is the thing, the root of the tree, and we can add children to an object, right? And we want to play this special effect, but we don't. We want to when the ball collides the capsule, we want to trigger the special effect. Okay. So what can I do for that? Oh, maybe I need Google. Okay, I need Google. I'm not very familiar with Unity because I'm still learning about it. Trigger special effects Unity. Sorry. Okay, here is a question. I think it's not that hard, but we just need to figure it out. I have used it, but I just forget it. Okay. I just forget it. I remember there is a function. There is a function to trigger. Oh, maybe it's. Sorry. Particle system duration starting. Okay, I will tell you next time. Okay. Sorry for that because I just forget how to trigger the special effects. But it's not that hard. Maybe just write a few lines of code. You could figure out it by yourself if you are interested. And I would introduce it to you how to trigger it the next time. I don't want to write code here because it may take some time, right? So I'd write the code, make the code ready before the next tutorial. And I think I have told you enough about how to use Unity, right? And just give me a few seconds about to figure out if I can tell something more. Okay? And one thing you need to remember that because here are 4 captions, so I want to organize them. So I could click one of them and press down Shift and click the last and choose this 4 caption and right click and click create empty parents. Okay, and relate it to caption. Okay, this will make the list easy to manage. Okay, so we could this means that we could move it at the same time, right? So it's much convenient for you to manage them. This is a small trick. Okay. And you can see that here is a prefab, okay? But if we revise the parameter here, if we modify the parameters here, the prefabs here won't change, okay? It won't change. But if we modify the parameter of the prefab, the object's parameter will change. So this means that we modify the parameter of the object doesn't affect the parameter of the prefab. But on the other hand, on the other side, if we modify the parameter of the prefabs, the parameter of the object will automatically change. So you need to pay attention to this. Okay. I don't want to explain more, but you could figure out by yourself why it's like that. And here you can see there are 2D. If I click it, we can the wheel will be switched to a 2D wheel, right? And I haven't tried this, so here is the game object. In fact, you can drag it out, drag it to anywhere to. Okay, drag it like this, and you could save the layout, right? You could save the layout like this, just like this, and here is the layout. Here is the. You could click here to save the layout. You could change the layout and click here to save a layout. This is a layout which I have saved. It looks like this. Much useful if you want to say what your scene looks like in play mode. Okay, and if you do, you could find the layout which you like and save it. And here is the window, and you could download some assets or download some plugins. Okay, and here is the let me have a think. Okay, let me have a try. Assets, go to the assets, and sorry. Okay, file. Go to the file and click the build settings. Here is to build your game. Because you want to package your game and publish it. Before publish, you need to build it. Okay, you could choose a platform just like Windows, Macs, or you could choose the WebGL, which is run on the browser. Okay, and just switch the platform and click build. That will build your game, and you could also publish the game. I will introduce how to publish in the next tutorial. Okay, now you have know some basic knowledge about how to use the unit. Okay, I think it's not, maybe it's a little overwhelming, but it's not too hard, right? So you could follow the tutorial of the Office, the official tutorials, but the official tutorials is too much. The pace of the official tutorial is slow, I think. So my tutorial is much more fast. Okay. Okay, this is the the end of my video. I hope you like it and see you next time.